This is gonna be interesting. I like that plane. It has a very, how do you call it? A high number of bullets per second coming out. It has two 20mm Schwack cannons, which carries 340 bullets total, which it's not a huge amount of bullets. It's not a huge ammunition count, but if they get the enemy in the crosshair, they don't need much. They don't need much. If they hit with those, they wreck. And here we go, guys. Are you ready for the first 1-versus-1 round, the 1-versus-1 duel in the Gladiator Super Cup 2015 Grand Final? These guys are locked into cockpit. Just so you guys know, we have the luxury of third-person view as we are spectating, and here we go. It is Nebel flying out for TVG, which stands for Team Verve Gaming, and we have Kionta flying out for NBSI, which I has no clue what it stands for. I have never been told that. Do we have anybody in chat? Who knows? I would actually be something. I just now realized I've been a fan of NBSI for the last 1-2 years in the Gladiator tournaments. They've been performing astonishingly well, and their matches has been exciting down to the last round. They are a great good team. Team Verve Gaming, though, not to be discounted. Team Verve Gaming actually has the advantage in this entire series since they did come from the winner bracket. And Team Verve Gaming has not even lost a single match in the entire tournament. I'm talking match, I'm not talking point or round. Nebel has already put bullet holes in the engine of Kionta. He is leaking oil. And his left wing has damage as well. This is not looking very good. This is probably it. This is probably the first leg will probably go to Team Verve Gaming. I do not see any other way of this ending. Well, he could have crashed. Now, critically damaged. Well, like, it wasn't enough that he was just puking all those oils and fumes and having those holes in the left wing. It's only a mistake from Nebel will make them not get the first leg here. Imagine controlling that plane in simulator battle, guys. Holy god dang. The fact he's still even trying. It is the grand final, though. You do not quit. You do not quit in the grand final. Boop. He just... My camera angle was off. He just like, oh yeah, mountainside. There we go. First leg goes to Team Verve Gaming. That gives them a slight advantage now, going into the next 1-versus-1 here. So, as I was saying earlier here, guys, Team Verve Gaming is the winner bracket team. They have gone all the way to the grand final through the winner bracket, meaning they have never lost an entire series of matches. Actually, if I'm allowed to cheat a little bit, which I am, I'm totally allowed to cheat. I'm gonna go check the simulator battle tree, and we can see that. Let's see here. Where do we have them? Team Verve Gaming. Alright, they started out in round of 8, 6-0. Then round of then quarterfinal 6-0, semifinal 6-0. I see a pattern here. 6-0. The fact here's the matter of the fact. In the winner bracket final, Team Verve Gaming went up against NBSI and won by 6-0. Team Verve Gaming has not lost a single point in the entire Super Cup. In the entire Super Cup, Team Verve Gaming has not lost a single point. And NBSI fell down to the loser bracket against Team Verve Gaming in the winner bracket final. They fell down to the loser bracket, where they fought valiantly and managed to come back to the grand final, where they are now yet again playing against Team Verve Gaming. This is a beautiful story. This is a story about revenge. This is where NBSI is totally the underdog. And the question is, will NBSI rise to the occasion and kick back and go, no, you do not get this win easily, or you do not get this win at all. We are hungrier than you. We are here. We are here to fight. We will see. It's the second 1 versus 1 here. We have, for NBSI, we have Mobius flying out. Mobius did something amazing in the Gladiator tournament early last year. He went 1 versus 3 and won. It was a 4 versus 4 duel. All his teammates got shot down, and one of the enemy, and he was left alone versus 3 other dudes, or pilots. And he actually came out of that one on top. That was an amazing, amazing feat. Will he be able to do an amazing feat here? We don't know. Mustang flying out for Team Verve Gaming. As you can tell, this is simulator battle. We do not get many markers here. We can, oh, there we go. I see the plane. We have to spot the plane visually. Using the beta client, we can now, when we get really close, we can get a little bit of marker here. And they're pretty much doing the same maneuver here. It looks like Mustang is doing the better. I don't see any flaps used by any of them. Nobody got the nose on. Now you hear the flap sounds on Mustang here. He's using them flaps to get some better turn rate here. A little bit more lift. It is difficult in 1 versus 1 because it is all down to pilot skills and a bit of luck too. You see flaps being used by Mobius as well. Since they are, you know, in this entire series flying the exact same plane, it's a mirror matchup, you know. Oh, almost Mobius. Mobius almost had that. Mustang being the one to get closer though. Oh boy, wait a second. Who's gonna stall? Uh-oh. It is definitely not a... Mobius cannot get the nose up. Look at that. Oh, really? Wow, Mustang couldn't get his nose to Mobius either. And they weren't too far away from a collision, but the collision never happened. These rounds can definitely go on for quite some time, guys. Mustang is using the train a little bit to his advantage. Not, well, he was a little bit. If you can hide, like if you can cut corners and, you know, make your enemy lose sight, there's definitely a chance for you to do maneuvers to avoid certain things and just you know. Like here, right now, like if Mustang here decided to do something differently, which it kind of is, but that was not really helpful. I guess he was trying to hide, run away, get some distance. He is actually having higher speed. He is running away from them. Question is if it's going to be enough. Oh boy, Mustang is getting bullets fired on Mobius. Mobius is pretty much just gambling now on that Mustang will stall out, which I think it did. I don't see any damage done. That was close. And now it's up to Mobius to make sure that Mustang gets... Oh boy, you gotta... Oh boy. You got plenty of space to avoid the water. And... Wow. It doesn't get closer than that. Gotta use some flaps. And no. Now they're getting close though. Now they're close. Look at this. 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 Almost. They're getting close, but not close enough. They're not getting on. Again, this is simulator battles. They are locked in cockpit view. Oh, Mustang cannot miss that opportunity. Another opportunity. And... really? Wow. Just wow. Just freaking wow. And I don't think you have enough energy here. Oh, frack. That's pretty much like standing still. Oh god, that is so beautiful though. Like he almost. Oh wait, he did hit. Mobius hit, guys. Mobius hit the elevator and the rudder of Mustang. Did you guys see how beautiful that was? Did you guys see how gracefully he just got his nose on him? Like, oh my lord. Now that is some ace fighting right there. And Mobius, I mean, is getting. Look at this thing. Oh, but just barely. They're not having enough energy, and now it is Mustang hammerheading down on Mobius. And oh, look at that! I think that might be enough to get Mobius right now. Mobius is breaking though. He's breaking. They both injured each other's damaged each other's tails here. Oh, you know, it's wow. This is probably one of the more intense 1-versus-1 duels I have ever seen. And they're playing a little bit with fire. They gotta be able to avoid the ground here. Oh, this is not good for Mobius. There's no way he's gonna miss this. Or is it? Almost collision. Shit, I swapped. Ah! There we go. Do you have enough energy, Mobius? Do you have enough energy? Oh my... almost. Again? Will you do it? Nope. Mustang have the better energy out of the pair. Mobius is leaking what looks to be coolant. His engine could be failing at some point. So the question is, who has the most damage done to their tail here? I almost want to say that it looks to be Mobius, but overall, perhaps more damage done to Mobius than done to Mustang. Well, actually, it almost looks equally as much. It's hard to tell. But with the damage done to the engine of Mobius, that could be what decides it. Oh god. Again, Mustang with a better energy, the higher altitude, is pretty much able to get on Mobius at this point. Oh, no. One of them could also be running out of ammo eventually. Like we've seen enough of them firing here for one of them to actually run out of ammunition eventually. If that happens, this is gonna take forever, because unless one of them decides to just quit it then, because if you run out of ammunition, the only thing left to do is try and ram the other, and with the condition the planes is in now, in simulator battle, that's never gonna happen. Mustang getting some altitude, some energy, coming down. He's looking for Mobius again. If anyone, I think Mustang will run out of ammo, but I don't know, if he just hits Mobius here. No? See, it's not as easy. Oh, Mobius almost turning into him. Oh! Mobius so trying, like, he's getting him to overshoot, but he can't punish him for it. He just doesn't have the... Imagine again, this is a simulator battle. He's sitting in this cockpit like, there's no camera. I'm posing for the freaking camera here. He's just trying to... Oh, the engine. The engine. As I said, guys, the engine. And there we go. The engine died. Mobius didn't really try avoid the water, even if you could. Oh, the leg goes to Team Verve Gaming. Mustang does it. That was amazing, guys. That was something. Well fought, well flown, both of them. That was one of the best duels I have ever seen. It is definitely one of the top duels. And by a miracle, I seem to be joined by Average Adam. Have you got home yet?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let me send you the info for you to join up. There you go. So first two legs has gone in the favor of Team Verve Gaming. If Team Verve Gaming wins the next, the next 1 versus 1, they take the first point. Now NBSI is against the ropes, as you could say. They have to win the next two they have to win the next two 1 versus 1s to extend the series into a tiebreaker. Oh yeah, that was some duel. Did you see that duel, Adam, on the stream?
I did.
That was freaking awesome.
It was rather unlucky that Mobius got his engine damaged.
It was right. Like, he was on borrowed time, and that is what eventually killed him in that duel. Was the engine dying, unfortunately. But
probably if they'd been flying the yak, it might have gone for longer.
Yeah, the yak engines doesn't seem to quit as easily.
No.
All right. We're in the third 1 versus 1 duel, guys. The third 1 versus 1 duel. Team Verve Gaming up 2 against NBSI, who has not won a single duel yet. Murahiga flying out for NBSI versus Ferox for Team Verve Gaming. Ferox flashing red and black wings here, using some decals. It's probably so that he knows which is the right and the left side, you know. So he can go like, right side. Oh, black. Okay. That's definitely it. Pressure on Murahiga now to outperform Ferox here in this 1 versus 1 duel. Or Team Verve Gaming gets the first point. First point not being such a big deal anyway. The 2 versus 2 and the 4 versus 4 does matter a whole lot more. As we've seen time and time again, we've seen teams lose the 1 versus 1s and then just come back to win 2 versus 2 or 4 versus 4 and take the whole game. Like, it's definitely not a deciding round. But you could see it as a warm-up. And Murahiga did get his nose on Ferox slightly there. Oh, he even did damage! He damaged the right aileron on Ferox. I mean, that little nudge, that first little nudge could, as always, be what you need to... Uh-oh. And that is before you fly straight past your opponent's crosshair. I mean, it doesn't affect Ferox that much, as you guys can clearly tell. He's still able to control it. Like that's not like even major damage, but you know, I was about to say that, you know, that little damage could just be what is needed to have the advantage over your opponent, since it is such a mirror matchup. Here comes Ferox. Ferox is definitely getting the better chances here at firing on Marahiga at the moment. I feel Marahiga's been a little bit lucky that Ferox has not hit those bullets.
Ferox is also staying up high.
Oh yeah, he definitely has the altitude advantage.
It's allowing him just to dive nice and easily on Moahiga.
That altitude advantage is such a big thing in these duels. He's already coming down on the tail of Marahiga now. Marahiga seemingly seeing that, trying to avoid it. Because Marahiga just can't get as high altitude as he. Ferox just allows himself to go back up, to come back down, while Marahiga is like, yeah, you know, he just stalls out when he climbs up. This is looking way good for Ferox and not so good for Marahiga. Ball is fired again.
I mean, I quite like how he is using some of the terrain though, Moahiga, because you saw that Ferox did think about diving on him, but he couldn't because he probably knew, well, I'm pretty close to the mountains. I don't really want to ram into the mountains.
The terrain is definitely a factor on this map, as we've said many times before. For Ferox now, it's just about getting that opportunity to finish off Marahiga. Marahiga, obviously, trying to figure out how am I gonna be the one who gets on the tail of him, or how am I gonna be, how do I get the better of him? And this is interesting. The Marahiga just managed to pull up. His nose is dropping. And Ferox can continue his climb slightly, so Marahiga won't. Oh, he's using flaps.
In that little bit of lift right at the end.
Yeah, but it was just not enough. Well, Ferox can continue his basic default strategy here. Now it's like they're just taking turns here of being on top of one another. But nobody really getting the crosshair on the other. Well, Ferox is just about to.
No damage though.
No damage. Ferox now actually breaking off a little bit here, taking another approach or turn here, trying to do. Oh, this could actually be good for Marahiga from looks of things. Oh, did he? No, he also didn't do any damage. They're getting so close, but they're just not getting close enough. They can pretty much breathe in each other's fumes at this point. And with that said, Ferox puts a few rounds straight into Marahiga and sets him on fire. Now he can definitely breathe in those fumes. And that's it. Team Verve Gaming gets the first point in this series versus NBSI in the Gladiator Grand Finals Simulator Battle.
So I got to say that you were right. even though he did get that little bit of damage off on that right aileron.
It didn't matter.
To do anything. No. That was rather unlucky.
It was so, it was just so minuscule. It was, visually we saw the damage, but, practically it didn't seem to affect much, if any, of the flying capabilities of the airplane.
Do you think we'll see the fourth fly out?
No. And as the official word is, the next round will be the 2 versus 2. What I'm hoping for NBSI to do is to at least take one of these rounds from Team Verve Gaming, who has not lost a single point in the entire tournament. Plus, NBSI did lose versus Team Verve Gaming in the winner bracket final 6-0. So, you know, just for NBSI kind of sake and honor, I'm hoping that they take one of the rounds to show that we can and we did. You know, because they're definitely the underdog here. They're fighting from below here. And here's the thing: if I'm not entirely mistaken, someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But it's because I haven't looked into the rule. I don't know if it's in the regulations or explanation of how the finals work. But if you look at the tournament tree, the advantage Team Verve Gaming has is that if they win this series, they win the Gladiator Super Cup simulator battles. If NBSI wins this entire series, then they have to go a whole another series against Team Verve Gaming again, and that is the disadvantage you have from coming from the loser bracket, is that you are at that disadvantage. You have to win this entire series and then play another match against Team Verve Gaming again, or the opponent, to actually get the win. So that's a decent sized disadvantage, but at the same time, I would obviously just take this turn by turn, where, you know, let's focus on this series and try and get this one. But that is usually how it is in double elimination tournaments, where you have a loser bracket and a winner bracket. There's an advantage to the winner bracket team and a disadvantage to the loser bracket team in the grand final. And we have Mobius and Red Swallow flying out for NBSI in this first 2 versus 2 duel. We have Ferox and Mustang flying out for Team Verve Gaming.
So as always at the beginning of 2v2s, they like to split themselves up.
It's very common. Ferox is diving. Red Swallow I haven't seen in the previous rounds, I think. NBSI definitely has a group of 6 players, hence you do see some rotation sometimes between the matches, and it could just be down to who can actually play today.
And Mobius is coming to assist Ferox. He's just completely ignoring Mustang.
Which might be sometimes good, sometimes bad, because Mustang is definitely closing in on him. And BAM! So Mobius and Ferox has crashed, so it's now Mustang versus Red Swallow, who did not do any damage with that pass. Maybe he was hoping for too much there. He might still be able to. Nope. And this is not good. Because now Mustang comes down on you. It's looking very good for Mustang on TVG. Flaps being used a lot by Mustang. That was a lot of bullets. That was not a short burst. No damage done. And now we have a 1 versus 1 situation where Swallow have to somehow outsmart and outmaneuver Mustang, who is definitely on the tail of Swallow. And at this point in time, I have no idea what Swallow can do to shake off Mustang. Mustang being such a solid and secure pilot, this is near close to impossible, I would say. And hoping that he would run out of bullets that's wishful thinking. Well, he's trying to use the train. Here's what he's being smart about this. Is at least trying to use the train, but Mustang is just so close on the tail here that, you know, he won't miss. As I said,
that was unlucky.
There you go. He won't miss, and that is a lot of damage all over the plane. And it looks like the first 2 versus 2 is going to Team Verve Gaming. They're just about to secure the first leg from the looks of things. Unless he makes a huge mistake. He didn't. Put him on fire. Fire is beautiful.
And he was so close to being able to pull. I think he wanted to try and get sort of some scissor action going to try and get behind him, because he had managed to get him quite close, and he looked like he was going to overshoot, but he just clipped his wing as he was coming across. Yeah. Just as you said, he isn't going to miss.
No, he wasn't. Once you had that positioning that he had, I mean, yeah, overshooting could have been a thing if you got too eager, but Team Verve Gaming is one of the 2 teams in the grand final for a reason. And I would say, like, if it was Swallow who was on the tail of Mustang, it would have been the same thing, most likely. You know, it would have been the same thing. He would not have let go of that advantage, because, again, these 2 teams are in the grand final for a reason, and it's because they're some of the best, amazing simulator pilot players that there is. And we are quickly and very soon here gonna move into the second 2 versus 2. NBSI yet again on the ropes. They need to win this one to have a chance at taking the 2 points. While if Team Verve Gaming wins the next 2 versus 2, they get 2 points.
But I gotta say, I'm rather worried, since as though Mobius was just on that 2v2 team. He's normally pretty good in those 2v2s.
Yes, he is. There was that accidental collision.
Although, from the looks of it, he had already been damaged and critted in that head-on anyways.
Yes.
So I think he just thought, oh well, I'm dead anyways.
Let's take someone with me. We're now waiting for them to load into the second 2 versus 2 guys. Team Verve Gaming being up 1 leg. We have Nebel flying out for TVG together with Keat. They're gonna be flying against Murahiga and Hansu Hattori for NBSI. Henzo still having that beautiful Finnish flag on the tail of his plane. Do not know why, but it's I like it. It's a discreet thing. It looks awesome. For once, they actually have 3 green planes and 1 not green plane. Quite interesting. Keat and Hansa just passed each other. Nebel and Murahiga looks to be going at it over here. Hanzo. Aye, this time it seems to be Keat going to help his teammate and Hanzo on the tail of him. Not getting any bullets on Marhigan though. Nebel just passed Hanzo. Hanzo still chasing Keat.
No, we'll get any hits on Mohiga? No, it doesn't look like it.
And it's Nebel and Marhiga seemingly fighting. Can't even spot whose Hanzo chasing anymore. I mean, it should be Keat, but I can't see it.
It is.
Because I can't see Keat, he's too far away. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, he wasn't far away. He just outside. Okay, weird. Well, this is a very different type of duel. This is weird.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to end up with a load of people heading on each other.
Oh boy. Oh, Nebel. Close. And he broke off Keat there, I feel like. Is Marhiga picking that up? Nebel. Oh boy, Nebel coming in on Marhiga.
But Nebel looks like he's ignoring him to go and help Keith.
These are very... usually the duels happen in very close quarter in the sense that they're flying, like they're close to, but these are like big swoops, big turns, and Hanzo has been critically damaged by Keat. According to the battle log.
I'm gonna guess the engine.
Yeah, I actually can't tell.
I can't see.
So yeah, maybe the engine then. But he's not leaking anything. That was interesting. Couldn't tell. And Keat is coming on the tail of Marhiga now. Marhiga is avoiding that quite well.
Plane also seems to be flying straight, so I don't know where the damage is.
I have no idea, dude. Maybe it was his self-esteem.
Got nervous about those stealth rounds.
You've critically damaged the pilot's confidence.
Those stealth rounds are scary, man.
They are so scary. Marhiga trying to get bullets. Well, he did fire bullets on Keat. He just didn't connect with any. Nebel coming for Marhiga, and Keat is also now on the tail of Marhiga. This is like a 2 versus 1, to be honest. Marhiga, the fact he's not more damaged or any damage is at the moment astonishing, and I feel like me saying that will probably make him damaged.
It will be his demise.
You jinxed it, is what he's gonna say. And Hanzo is now coming in to hopefully help his teammate. Don't know who he's going for though, since he's critted somewhere. I think he just overshot Keat, and he's trying to get on Nebel here. Oh no, he didn't. They're both down here, and there you go. His teammate shot down, and he.
Whatever was critted, we couldn't see, but it was obviously bad enough that he just crashed.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say that his maneuver, he didn't look that agile. It looked like something was like. I've never seen that before, where it's the game says he's been critically damaged, and you visually can't really tell. Interesting, but well, that's too bad for him.
I mean, it would explain why it took him so long to turn around to assist. It's just weird that we just couldn't see it. So it must have been the wing.
Yeah, probably. Or I'm thinking is if it's like a possibility that you create something that makes flaps and stuff just not work very well. I don't know. It was a little bit of a new experience there for me. So, the next 2 versus 2 guys, the 2 points goes to Team Verve Gaming. They're now up 3-0. So far, it's looking like a repeat of the last time NBSI went up against Team Verve Gaming in the winner bracket final. It is the last chance for NBSI now is to win the next round, which is a 4 versus 4. What?
What?
Changing that quickly. What? It 1-1 in the second round because of incorrect airplane selection from TVG. What?
Somebody must have been using the.
That was why it looked different. Like... That why was the camo looked different. He used the wrong version of the LA5.
It was probably the FN.
It was probably the FN. Holy wow! Well spotted, arbitrator. Yeah, right. Like. I was like, oh, he has a different camo. Cool.
I didn't want to mention it because we've spoken about it the other game where everybody was in the same camo, but then this one guy was in a different camo. So I was like, this is weird, but I don't want to mention it because we're in the middle of talking about some serious stuff.
Well, some guys are yelling cheating in Twitch chat. I will go as far to say that. There's as far as I can tell in the Gladiator tournament there's never been any situation where there's been anything that have seemingly been purposely cheating. Like it's actually like you guys should hear on TeamSpeak when the teams have played, no matter how horrible one team beat the other, they will still go like, well played, well flown, you guys did really well there, and they will even like discuss situations. They're like, oh, when you did that and that, what, like, I did that and that, I thought you were that and that, like, they're, seriously, the simulator scene, at least, yeah, or the competitive simulator scene definitely is one of camaraderie and friendship. I've not seen a single douchebag ever, or heard a single guy speaking, being even slightly so BM in this. We usually say BM when they poke aerobatic smoke when it's like a win, but that's fair. That's fun. That's all in fun. All right, so NBSI have a chance yet again. Then they're now, if they win this 2 versus 2, they do get the 2 points. Then wow. Maybe that's what they needed. Maybe they needed one guy on TVG to mess up. Mobius and Murahiga then will be the team versus Mustang and Ferox. So that's why and now I'm looking at all planes like, that's why that was the cam was off. Wow, huh? Interesting. Good arbiter noticing that and ruling. It's also kind of cool. Like there's never been a situation where an arbiter has made a ruling and a team has gone like, no, like, you know, what do you call it? Like disagreeing with it. Like everybody's always been accepting the ruling, which is also good sportsmanship to show that, you know. But the arbiter so far in the Gladiator tournaments that we've been part of has been very, very good and solid, and they just, yeah, I've never seen an unfair ruling because the rules are there and the rules are very clear, and yeah, it's also one of the rule books in these tournaments where the rules are not very, like, there's really no rule I'm looking at and be like, oh, that's so unfair. It's like, it's all fair. It's obviously the same for both teams. Here we go. Mobius trying to get on Ferox. Ferox is having more energy and altitude. Mustang is doing, he's actually battling with Murahiga. Murahiga is actually, was seemingly on the tail of him. Oh, Mustang, they swapped places.
Yeah, Mustang did some pretty intense scissors and got literally on the nose of Mohiga 2 or 3 times. So Mohiga just unlucky not hitting him.
And now they
managed
swapped.
to, yeah, just using that aggressive turning to bleed a lot of speed and get Mohiga to overshoot.
It's obvious that gamble because Murahiga could have finished him off, and Murahiga has slight
Absolutely.
damage on the left aileron now. We don't know if that's going to be enough though. But Mustang is now on his tail. And Mobius leaking coolant and something or something. Seemingly, I'm assuming he's coming to try and help.
It looks
his
like
teammate.
it. It does look like he's diving.
I can't even tell where his teammates is. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, they're down the river.
Down
I'm
by
surprised
the
he doesn't pop smoke.
riverside. Down by the riverside. Dun, 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 dun. But he... that was not enough. Mountain.
That's a mountain. That was lucky.
Oh, Mobius, you gotta make this count.
Oh, Mobius.
Count. Count.
There's a mountain.
Yikes! Wing! Holy moly!
He can hold it. He can hold it.
Wait, what? No. I swapped. I'm like, what are you saying? It's now a 1 versus 2, and yeah, it doesn't look very good for Murahiga. However, that was some good, intense, like, all Mobius needed to do was hit Mustang, who seemingly still is undead. Mustang obviously carrying some sort of energetic power field, making him not able to take any damage. Bullets just bounce off from him. They don't even go like near him. Anti-gravity field, maybe that's it.
Well, I don't think it's a field of any kind. I think bullets just fear him.
Oh, the bullet's like, nope, nope,
nope,
nope.
not that guy.
We're going the other way.
Away from this guy. This guy's scary. Have you seen how many people he's killed in this tournament alone? Yeah, we don't want to go anywhere near.
Oh Lord. Yeah, and Mustang. Murahiga crashing, shut down. By Mustang gets the kill.
The enemy has captured the zone. We suffered a defeat. Head back to base.
Maybe he's using the wrong camo again. No, it was actually the wrong airplane that one of the guys were using in the previous match. But now it shall be official that Team Worm Gaming is getting those 2 points, and hence is up 3-0. So the official result is 2-1 in the second round. TVG now has 3 points versus NBSI, who has 0. The next round is going to be a 4 versus 4. It's going to be a 3-minute break, which gives us, as always, the opportunity to go and say thank you Cytec and Rockcat for sponsoring the tournament. Well, both of these teams are receiving hardware prizes for their top 2 finish, because I mean the losing team here is still gonna be the second best simulator battle team in the world at the moment after this Gladiator Super Cup. We're gonna take this moment then to play the video. Rocket has one of the prizes in the tournament is the Rocket tie-in mouse. If you guys haven't seen it, look it up. We'll show you a short video of it right now.
Meet the Rocket Tie-On, featuring the brand new Rocket Accelerator analog thumb paddle, giving you unrivaled command capabilities. The new Rocket Fin Switch, letting you execute multiple maneuvers at the same time. 4 ergonomic top buttons, instinctively placed so that you can hunt for prey, not for buttons. Meet the new standard in gaming mouse control.
The Rocket tie-in mouse. Yeah, it's a pretty badass looking mouse. I definitely would not mind getting my hand on one of those. Haha, my hand on it. Hey, pun.
I didn't realize it was Monday. Monday.
Punday Monday. We should make that into a thing. That would be awesome. The question here now is, though, do you need 16 buttons on a mouse? And will NBSI be able to come back and win the 4 versus 4?
To answer the first one, probably.
I mean, you can't have
Yes.
you can never have enough buttons, right? And maybe, and probably, there's all the chances are there for NBSI to do this. I wish that I could hear what was going on in their TeamSpeak right now. I would love to know what they are saying. I do not speak Japanese, but I would still love to hear it, though.
I was about to say.
Yeah. I would be sitting there and I'd be going like, I don't got the ne, and I would be like, God dang it, someone translate. But it would probably sound very uplifting, very positive, very let's do this, let's kick those butts and shoot down those planes.
I wonder if there will ever be a team that could beat Team Verve Gaming.
I mean, going into whenever the next Gladiator tournament is gonna be scheduled, right? Like going into that one, it will be like, well, one of the favorites, Team Verve Gaming, you know, still undefeated. if they win, right? But
I mean, yes, NBSI could absolutely turn it around.
yeah, we've seen them done it like twice. They did it in the loser bracket final. They did it in the winner bracket semi-final. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was the semi-final. You know, so yeah, NBSI is the team that probably most often in the most clutch moment has been able to pull it through and come back and be like, no, we're not done yet. The question is if they will. Like, we don't know how far goes Team Verve Gaming's confidence and abilities and skills. Like, how dominant are they? How is there a big difference here in actual skill, or are we just seeing Team Verve being just that slightly little bit better? So, you know, that's obviously that only comes from seeing enough games to get it, big enough of a sample to go like, yeah, we think Team Verve Gaming is just amazingly well. But looking at the score, they've been like looking at the results throughout the entire Super Cup. They definitely look like a monster, and that itself could be a very intimidating thing to go up against. And we are now getting ready. They are now down to the 30-second count to load in. They all seem to be ready. You can cut this tension with a knife.
Or a butter knife. I
A
think it
butter
is.
knife. Oh, is that how you say it? You can cut this tension with a butter knife. Oh yeah, because it's not sharp.
Yep.
Ah,
And it's so tense that it's easy to cut.
that it's easy to cut. I like how Twitch chat is counting down. They're like 15. I have no idea where we're at. It's been a lot of 30 seconds here. That's for sure. I bet this arbiter is sitting there with a stopwatch. He's like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, click. Waiting for them to spawn. And we have Mobius, Red Swallow, Hanzo Hattori, and Murahiga flying out for NBSI. They're up against Ferox, Maximus, Mustang, and Keat flying for Team Verve Gaming. This is it, guys. If Team Verve Gaming wins, they are the champion of the Gladiator Super Cup 2015. If NBSI wins, we go into a tiebreaker. Twitch chat, who do you guys think will win this 4 versus 4? Will it be NBSI or will it be Team Verve Gaming? You need to put your predictions right now, because we're right in the middle of it. And they are starting to fire bullets all over the place! Hanzo on Keat. Murahiga was just firing on Ferox. And so did just whoever that was.
Mustang is currently shooting down Mobius.
Mobius is getting
a lot of rounds put into him.
a lot of rounds. Red Swallow has been shot down by Maximus. Mobius is critted by Mustang. Hanzo is on the tail of someone, I cannot tell who. It is now a 3 versus 4. It is now a 3 versus 3 as Hanzo just shot down Keat. Murahiga seemingly have saved Mobius by getting on the tail of Mustang. However, Maximus is on the tail of Murahiga, and I think if it's Ferox, might be coming for him as well, or if he went for Mobius. No, he's going to help secure this. No bullets fired. He's going, yeah. Mobius is getting chased here by Ferox, who wants to secure this kill, and it's not gonna take that much, but I would have left Mobius to his own at this point. Just let him fly.
Yeah,
he can't do anything. He's like a cripple.
No, yeah, he's not even a threat. I mean, you know you don't want to leave a plane standing.
Yeah, but I'm more like, don't waste those bullets. But it seemingly it is important, and there we go. Oh, whoa!
Oh, if you
wow, really?
Him, that would have been huge.
And Mobius is just emptying, trying to hit Maximus as he passed over him.
Mobius is still flying.
Yeah, he actually
That's the crazy thing.
He's like, I'm not done yet. Dude, you gotta come back and punch me a little bit more. He's like Rocky Balboa in the movies.
In every Rocky film.
In every Rocky film, it's like, Adrian! Sorry. I just couldn't resist.
Mohiga just crashed into the ground. I know it says shot down, but he wasn't really critted, I think. Oh no, he was critted. He was trying to like spin and try and dodge, and he just sort of spun into the ground.
Maximus having a chance there to get almost to trash into Hanzo. Well, it is now a 2 versus 3 where Mobius doesn't really count.
So 1.5?
1.5 versus 3. And because they're all focusing all their effort on Hanzo now, who just bam, done.
I actually thought he was going to survive
So
that round.
Mobius is now last man standing, 1 versus 3. I mean, he has won one of these situations before.
1 versus 2. Oh.
He has not won one of these situations before where the pilot is dead. Alright, GGTVG takes the 4 versus 4. They take the 3 points. They win by 6-0 versus NBSI. They are the champions of the Gladiator Super Cup. All congratulations to Team Verve Gaming, and also well, congratulations still to the second team, NBSI, for making it this far in the tournament. Coming second place, definitely not a shame at all, not bad at all. Very well performed out of all teams in the tournament, obviously, but especially Team Verve Gaming, probably making history here, going from the round of 8, which was the first round in the Super Cup, all the way to the grand final, and taking every point on the way.
I would like to know. I would like to know if during the beforehand, the Eastern side, like the other Gladiators tournament, if they had also been undefeated. So if they were undefeated in there and have gone undefeated in here as well.
That would have been interesting. That almost sounds too good to be true, but I don't know. Like, I do not know, since we only covered the western part of the Gladiator tournament that qualified the teams to this one. We just don't know. But it's probably something one can go look up somewhere, but that's a lot of matches and stuff. But that was amazing. We do have one more grand final left to go, guys.